Hi, everybody. This is Mrs. Elliott. Today, I'm going to share with you some search tips and tricks that you can use when you're searching in a search engine. I've called it Google search tips, but honestly, you can use these same tricks with any search engine that you're using to find information. So there's 8 tips today. Okay, so the first tip that I have for you is to use quotations or quotes when you search for an exact phrase. If you put those words together inside the quotations, it's going to kind of glue that statement together and search for it as a set kind of term. So, for example, here I was looking for a specific article called Canada's Action on Climate Change. And so I searched for that inside those quotations, and it's looking for that term glued together. It won't separate it. And I found the exact article that I was looking for. If you don't include those quotations, what happens is it'll search it, but it'll break it up into pieces, and it might just look for climate change, it might just look for Canada's action, but not all together. So those quotations act as glue. Another tip I have is using the minus sign. If you include that minus sign, it's going to remove any results that include that word. So you don't need spaces, but my example here is Jaguar minus car. Maybe I was searching for the word Jaguar, but I was coming up with animal results and car results. So just use minus car, and it'll give you Jaguar results without the car stuff. The third one that I have is searching words for keywords, searching websites for keywords. So, for example, I wanted to find some words from a specific website. I wanted maple syrup from a certain site. So I remembered that I had seen an article on BBC about a maple syrup heist, okay, a theft of maple syrup. So I typed in maple syrup site bbc.com, and it'll search only bbc.com for articles that have to do with maple syrup, for example. This is a very Canadian presentation, just so you know. Okay, my fourth tip. Let's say you want to define a word. Google has a built-in dictionary. Now, not every search engine does, but Google does. So if you want to define a word, even a slang term, so for example, maybe I hear students using a specific word and I want to find out what it means as a old teacher, I can do that. So for example, I typed in define, and then the word that I wanted to look up. So I wanted to define the word bay, for example, and it did. Number 5 is find sites that are similar to other sites. For example, I was using the website Etsy. I was doing some kind of handmade site searching. If I want to find another website, I can just type in related, whatever site you're looking for, similar sites to, and it gave me, for example, Zazzle or Artfire, which are similar to Etsy. You can do this with a news site too. If you wanted to find sites that are similar to maybe bbc.com, you could try that, and it'll give you websites that are similar. Okay, my tip number 6, you can find multiple words or multiple terms at once. So for example, I was looking for results that were either chocolate or white chocolate, and it will find websites that are either of those things. So or allows you to look for one or the other, or maybe both. The last one is using only important words. Do not ask Google a question or write a sentence. Instead, what you want to do is speak to Google in the way that it understands. So Google works by matching keywords in websites. So if you search too many words, it's actually going to limit what you find. So the example is, instead of saying, where can I find a sushi restaurant that delivers? Instead of that, Be a little more specific. Sushi restaurants nearby. So simplify. Or sushi restaurant near me, something like that. So I did that, and I got a lot more results, or focused results, rather than saying, where can I find a sushi restaurant that's near me that delivers? Number 8 is to gradually add your search terms. So start really simple and then get more complicated. So I was looking for websites about cookies, for example. I actually want fewer results because they're going to be more focused. I don't want a million results. I want like maybe 50. So I started with cookies and I ended up with way too many results. So the second search I did was chocolate chip cookies and I got less. And then I simplified even more by saying I want chocolate chip cookie recipes. And I ended up with a focused search. My first search that I did when I said cookies, I ended up with some cookie like history websites about cookies. I ended up with some website results that were about cookies, like that have to do with the internet. That's not what I want. So start really general and then get more and more specific the more you search. Okay, 8 tips for you that I think will help you with your Google searching. So good luck. Let me know if you have questions. Bye-bye.